What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. Yes, we're all suited up. We mean business. Going into the transfer business. But before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're aiming for 5,300 subscribers, and at the time of recording this video, we're just 22 subscribers away from that target, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Thank you everyone so much for the continued support over the last couple of years. Much appreciated by me. You can also check out my social media links, Twitter and Instagram, in description below and popping up on screen. I'll retweet sources and keep you up to date with everything happening with Manchester City transfer news and the latest news going through, well, obviously the January transfer window and beyond. And don't forget also, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries, you can find my email in description below, which is jsgc171@gmail.com. And don't forget also, you can leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Helps me out, so please leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy the video, and don't forget also you can leave your thoughts in the comments below with these transfers. So we're going to crack on with this video. It's an interesting video, this one. We're going to start off with the ins like always, and we're going to be speaking about Todd Cantwell, who was speaking about a few videos back of Norwich City, the homegrown 21-year-old central midfielder. Now David Ornstein, he seems to be speaking a lot, David Ornstein, these days, who has left BBC, by the way. I was right with that. He's now working for the Athletic, just like Sam Lee, who left Goal, I think it was, to go and join the Athletic, so working for them. But David Ornstein, he's saying that Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, Manchester United and Manchester City are all chasing Norwich midfielder Todd Cantwell. To me, I feel like, I don't know where they're getting these rumours from that City are chasing a homegrown midfielder, but these rumours aren't going away of us being linked with homegrown players. First it was Todd Cantwell, then we moved on to Harry Winks yesterday, and now we're back to Todd Cantwell. I'm not too sure. Apparently he's valued at £30 million, but I think someone might have hit the nail on the head yesterday in my comment section, because they commented saying that actually this could be a replacement for Fabian Delph. Simply just a homegrown replacement to sit in the Manchester City midfield to be used literally as squad rotations for games like tonight in the Manchester derby. All I'm thinking is, though, £30 million we're going to have to spend on Todd Cantwell if we want him. There's competition from other clubs, so Norwich will probably want to put that price up. Harry Winks will probably cost somewhere between £30–40 million, maybe even more, I do not know. But we have homegrown academy players, like, why not just use them? Like, I'd rather save the £30–40 million, promote an academy player, let them have taste of some first team football and Carabao Cup action and FA Cup football, see how good they are, because there's a good potential and there's a good chance, really, that these players will be good players once utilised and training with the first team squad, that we could save a lot of money. And like I said, these academy players are homegrown players anyway, so I don't understand. I feel like we're just wasting £30–40 million. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Love to know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Now we've got an update on Kalidou Koulibaly, the Napoli central defender. Now 90 minutes, not the most reliable source, but I found what they were reporting interesting. They're reporting that Pep Guardiola wants a new, experienced, well-rounded centre-back in the summer, and 90 minutes is saying that Koulibaly could well be that man that Manchester City want to sign, and if they are going to sign him, they're going to have to move fast, and apparently City are determined to get their business done early, in particular for a centre-back early in the summer. Let's not forget, though, they've got the European Championships, Euro 2020, running as of the middle of June. So if City are wanting business done early, they're going to have to start quite early from the end of May, running right through to the middle of June to try and secure something. Otherwise, we're going to struggle to be able to make signings for the start of pre-season. City are going to want to bring in some good quality players, which the large majority of them will either be on holiday, they'll be at the European Championships, or they'll be elsewhere on international duty. So they're wanting to get these players done, they're going to have to move quick. Now apparently Koulibaly has a release clause of £100 million. Now I'm not too sure if that is a reliable piece of information, that it's £100 million or not. I know Napoli have looked for roughly between £120–130 million to be able to bring in Koulibaly, who, let's not forget, is 28 and I think, again, don't quote me on this, but I think he might even be 29 by the time this summer comes around. So we're talking about a player, nonetheless, that is getting towards the later stages of 20s and getting towards his 30s. And we could easily get 5 or 6 years out of Koulibaly, but I'm talking a record amount for a defender. I'm talking Manchester City's biggest transfer fee ever paid for a player here. You would hope that City would be looking for a player that might be a little bit younger and more, well, I was going to say well-rounded, but Koulibaly is an excellent player that if City do want to sign him, I'd be more than happy for us to go and sign him and bring him in. I think he's a fantastic defender. We are going to have to pay top dollar for him, though. Do I see us paying £100 million? My honest answer is no. And to be fair, the same information applies to Milan Skriniar of Inter Milan. He's roughly quoted as being a release clause of around €100 million. So at least we're looking at between 80 to 90 million pounds, which is a lot of money too. That it just goes against City's transfer policy that we've had. Well, window after window after window, but it's getting to a point where we'll probably have to break away from that policy because we're playing catch-up now to Liverpool, unless we're going to be incredibly smart in the transfer market and bring other players in for fees of between 40 to 60 million pounds, which in terms of experienced centre-backs, there aren't too many at that price that's of the quality that City are looking for. They're going to have to do something, and maybe Koulibaly or Milan Skriniar is going to be that man. We'll have more obviously going into the summer on that, so it is one to stay tuned for. I'm not too sure we're going to get too much information coming out in January, but you never know, things might happen. Now, 90 Minutes have been on a rampage. It was on a rampage yesterday, they're on a rampage today. They're now saying that Manchester City are also chasing a left back, and it comes in the form of Ben Chilwell, but apparently Leicester are looking for north. So looking for more than £60 million, which means City are going to have to break the bank to sign him. Ben Chilwell, I like Ben Chilwell. I think he's a good player. I do not think he is rated at above £60 million. I feel like it's just because there's big clubs after him, homegrown players coming in from the Premier League looking for homegrown English players, that they're just, Leicester like doing this, just put in a big amount because they don't want to sell, they don't need to sell, they don't need the money. So it's up to the players to force transfers that we're able to get players for an extraordinary amount, but not as inflated as what some other clubs, we won't mention any names, but it does rhyme with Manchester United. There we go. But they like paying big fees, don't they? I mean, they paid it for Harry Maguire. They was more than happy. If Man United weren't interested in Harry Maguire, I was very confident actually that City could have picked up Maguire for still an expensive amount, but for around somewhere between 60 to 70 million pounds, which is what we paid for Riyad Mahrez. But with competition there, Leicester know that they can demand it because clubs like Man United will pay it. So yeah. Anyway, before we even bring in a left-back, we do have to sort out the future of one of Benjamin Mendy, Angelino, who is a homegrown player, so I'm not too sure if City will sell him or not. They might loan him out, I do not know. If they're happy with the homegrown status, then they might loan Angelino out. But I've been impressed with Angelino at times when I've seen him this season. I'd like to see a little bit more of him. Or we could sort out the future of Alexander Zinchenko. Could he be pushed further afield like David Silva leaves? I mean, we've got an attacking midfielder in Alexander Zinchenko. Is he the quality we're looking for in midfield? Well, to be fair, he's never been given a fair shout at City in that position, and he's also a player that could back up at left back. So he's a versatile, hard-working player who obviously does have a lot of quality. You've seen the performances he puts in for the Ukraine. He's a wonderful player, but one of these futures will have to be sorted out in the summer if we're going to sign a left back, in my opinion. So Ben Chilwell, I'm talking Kalidou Koulibaly, possibly Milan Skriniar, and obviously the link with Todd Cantwell, and obviously going from yesterday also getting linked with Harry Winks. Love to know your thoughts of them in the comments below. Now, just a quick couple of out deals. Interesting, the first one. Sources in Germany are saying that Bayern Munich have inquired about taking João Cancelo on loan from Manchester City, and Man City have said under no circumstance will Cancelo leave in this window. He won't be leaving on loan and he won't be leaving Manchester City. But why would we let him leave? I mean, he still has lots to prove, in my opinion. I think Cancelo is a good player who needs more regular game time, basically, and the longer he sticks it out at City, the more he works hard on the training pitch and works hard in matches and impresses, he's going to get more starts. It's a position that Kyle Walker's getting no younger, but Kyle Walker works really hard, trains really well, and picks himself up really well. That if Cancelo can do that too, then he's got himself to Manchester City right back position to make his own. So why is he getting linked with leaving? I do not understand that, but there we go. And last but not least in the news for today, Nicolas Otamendi apparently is going to be made available for transfer in the summer, not this January, so I highly doubt we'll be bringing in a centre-back that's non-homegrown in this window. Do not rule out a homegrown centre-back being signed though, but apparently City are going to sell Otamendi in the summer, or look to sell him, as they're going to try and make room for their non-homegrown players to be brought in. So Otamendi would be one of the players to leave. It frees up a non-homegrown player and also frees up a centre-back position for City. So Otamendi being linked with the exit door. Obviously he's been linked with a couple of moves in Spain last summer, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there if anything does materialise. So there we go, that has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video and you liked the video. I know you're enjoying the videos. Don't forget also leave your thoughts in the comments below with these transfers. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget also subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on to be kept in the loop with everything Manchester City transfer news, running daily videos throughout all of the January 2020 winter transfer window. And don't forget also social media links, Twitter and Instagram in description below and popping up on screen. You can also find my email in the description too for any sponsorships for any videos or any business enquiries. So I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. We'll also have an analysis up of that Manchester United Carabao Cup semi-final first leg match. Fingers crossed we come out with a good positive result, so I've got that to look forward to too. Basically, it depends when you're watching this video really. Peace. Ciao for now.